All right, man. You already know what it is. New Age Plug, the YouTube Streets Podcast, AZ Ruction, Ronnie Blue Eyes, the whole team. But today we got Mile High Hustle, man. What's good?
What's good? Thank you for having me on YouTube Streets, New Age Plug. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, man. And salute to Gangish, too. I think that's the reason I know you originally is through Gangish, so I want to get that out. Salute to Gangish.
Yeah. He always speaks very highly about you guys. He's the one who told me about you, and lo and behold, I was working one day and listened to one of your podcasts, and I was like, damn, that's pretty dope. I heard you freestyling and shit, and I liked how you mixed it all together. So it was very entertaining because I was driving all the way to Springs. I was heading like hour and a half drive.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. It makes me want to do more when I hear that, man. That's great. But let's start at the beginning with you, bro. So where were you born? We'll start there.
I'm originally from Denver, Colorado. I was born here. Uh, it's Saint. No, wait, at St. Joseph's, right in the east side.
Oh, okay, East Side. Okay.
Yeah,
You had both parents. How was that like originally your years of coming up? Like, you had both parents and
yeah. My dad was around till he ended up leaving my mom, raising another family, and then he was killed when I was like 5. He was hit by a car. Um, my dad's side of the family. So just so everyone knows, I'm half white.
I was about to ask that. Yeah.
I was raised Mexican. You know what I mean? My mom's Mexican. So when my dad passed, my grandparents were pretty well off. You know what I mean? My dad was, my grandpa had a lot of businesses and stuff, and they lived in Lakewood and stuff. So I kind of lost connection with that family, and I stayed with my mom. So, my mother, God rest her soul, she was a functioning addict and alcoholic. And after my dad passed, she got real bad. You know what I mean? So I was with her through all that. Um,
You had
would be hanging
siblings.
out with her in the bars when I was like 6, 7 years old, just sitting at a bar while she drank until they would make me leave at a certain time.
Were you the only child, or you had siblings?
No, I have a sister, but she was raised by my grandparents. She was raised by my mom's mom and dad. So
Okay, okay.
she didn't see a lot of the chaos that I seen. You know what I mean? She was pretty sheltered. She was raised in a good home. You know what I mean?
And how was you in school? Was you a bookworm, or were you just like saying like a lot of us were like, "This man, fuck this. That ain't what I want to do."
No, you know what, brother? I was a bookworm. I was a very into my studies all the way up until high school is when I kind of lost interest. You know what I mean? Like some of us. Um, I was very good in my studies, man. I mean, even though I was raised in the mud, man, you wouldn't know it. I had to go function with my grandparents, you know what I mean, who lived out there in white suburbia. And you can't go acting out there all hood, you know what I mean? My grandpa was a very
Mm,
stern dude. So I couldn't show my ass over there. I couldn't act like a hood kid, you know what I mean? So I was in the projects from Monday till Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I would be up in suburbia sometimes, you know what I mean? So you would have me at your house, and your parents would think I was the nicest kid ever, but you'd be like, no, no, he ain't. You know what I mean? He just knows how to function in front of people.
Did you get in? Did you kick up dust as a juvenile? Did you get in some trouble?
Mostly for stealing cars and stuff. We were into stealing cars. That was our thing. So the
This
the
early
neighborhood I grew
'90s,
up in was
early '90s, late '80s, or
yeah, early '90s, late '80s. So I grew up around the NorthSide criminals. And we used to just steal cars, man. That's what we used to do. We used to steal cars. We stole all the Alpines. That's when the pullouts were out, and then I believe the face-offs when CD first came out, man, it was still tape deck. You know what I mean? So
mm-hmm.
we would go hit car stereos and steal cars for our rims and our, you know what I mean, to make our cars better. So our cars were pretty much built off of, everybody else's shit. You know what I mean?
Right, right, yeah. So, and you were in the middle of the trenches at this time.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, the summer of violence, '92, my graduating year would have been '94. Yeah, it was crazy that year. There was a lot of killings, you know what I mean? And I was in the trenches. I was like 16 years old. So I was already a little idiot, you know what I mean? I was packing guns at the age of 11, 13 years old. we used to have a little not a little but paisa bro that he was one of the homie stepdads, and he used to go to the auctions and buy cars. He would go to the gun auctions and he would get guns, and he would sell them to all us. Where I trade in pullouts and stereo systems for weapons. So
Wow.
you
Gee.
know, at 13 years old, you think you're running shit with the little 25 or running around with the deuce deuce. Uh, by the time 16, I think I was like had a 45 911.
But the money was definitely coming in, and you were seeing it.
You know what, brother? It got to the point I used to steal for like a hobby, but I used to, like I said, as the hustle was very evident to me early. My mom was she was a hustler like that. Though she was a struggling alcoholic and addict, she um she was a hustler to the core, dude. And I've never seen a woman really control men like she did. You know what I mean? Like a and what I would kind of compare her to would kind of be like a mentality of a Griselda Blanco, and not to say she
Mm.
was that big or that, but she she was ruthless, bro, and she had dudes who worked for her, and I learned the hustle very early. I knew what like at the time I was 5'6". I knew what an 8 ball, what a quarter ounce was. You know what I mean? I was already gamed up. So, we used to get hit by the cops. Sometimes the cops would pull her over and they'd be, I remember one time a cop was looking in my pants, you know what I mean? Checking my pants for dope. And my mom was like, be careful, be careful, be careful. He likes to kill kids. And it was a cop named Mumford. His name was Mumford. And he had two brothers that they were hood as fuck, but he was a square, bro. He was a cop and he was a piece of shit. But he used to fuck with my mom a lot and try to steal. He was one of them dudes, he would steal shit when he come and shake you down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So I would see
How
that
was your
shit as a
drug scene
kid.
though? Did you? I mean, was you getting? I mean, obviously you were doing some crazy stuff, getting exchanges and stealing cars and stuff. But was you dabbling into drugs as well?
Yeah, yeah. So, like I said, in one of my early videos, I talked about, I met this dude Bob with the criminals, and he was like one of the older ones. And he wasn't really a criminal. The criminals don't like to claim him. He's a fucking weirdo. But anyways, he used to be the weed man, so he used to have all the pounds. Well, at the end of the pounds, I remember one day I was getting some weed from him, and he opened up his fridge and he had a bunch of shake, and he had different varieties. And I was like, "What are you doing with all that? Why do you have all that?" And he was like, "Oh, it's just shake from pounds." And I just keep it fresh in there. And I was like, well, what are you gonna do with it? He was like, I don't know. And I was like, well, sell it to me. So he sold me like an ounce. I think I paid maybe 50 for it. And I went to the store and stole some papers. This is when they used to keep the tobacco out in the aisle and shit. So I went and stole a bunch of zigzags. And it was funny because I didn't know how to roll joints, man. It was crazy. Is my mom, I was a mama's boy. My mom used to roll my joints. And then one day I pissed her off and she got all fucking crazy on me. And she was like, you fucking punk, go roll your own fucking joints. And I was like, fuck you, I don't need you then. And I left and I fucking went in my room and I sat there, I was pissed. I couldn't roll no joints. And I sat there, dude. I must have went through like 3 packs of papers just learning how to roll joints. So I
Mama
rolled
was
those
rolling the
up and took
pearl.
them to the
She was
high
rolling
school and
pearls.
sold them.
She was rolling those pearls up.
Yeah. And then finally got the hang of it. The next day I was selling joints in the park. You know what I mean? And shit, I think I tripled my money.
That's crazy. After did you do other stuff? Because I know my choice of drug was cocaine when I was a kid.
You know what, brother? I didn't do coke because I used to see. Here's the thing: I used to see what it would do to people. I watched it every day. I would
Mm.
watch tweakers come in and out of my mom's house. Um, I would watch them party and how fucking weird they would get, bro. And I didn't fuck. I was like, I got scared of it, bro. And I did do it one time, and the one time I did it, bro. Allegedly I shot up a whole bar. Me and a homie. You know what I mean? Shot up a whole bar in the north side, and fucking. Luckily didn't fucking allegedly kill nobody, but you know what I mean? Got crazy. Some fucking bouncers tried to loke up and tried to push the line, homie, and fucking we ruined the whole party allegedly.
Mm. Now going into the later years of your your teenage years. So in high school, you say you didn't finish, but what did you get? Did you get locked up during then too?
No, you know what, brother? I would always get lucky and get out of shit, man. And it was crazy. I had luck for a little bit there, man. I would get out of shit. I never had to serve no time. My cousin told on me for a gun. So my cousin, who was supposed to be a hardcore criminal, he's older than me, get pulled over. I'm 16, and the cops find a 9mm under my seat. Well, it's under the passenger seat of my car. And they
Mm.
pull us out. They put us on our knees, and right away he's sitting there telling him. He's looking at him. They're searching me. And he's like, "Tell him whose gun that is. Hey, homie, tell him whose gun that is, homie." And I was like, "Shit, I don't know whose gun that is. I don't know what you're talking about." And fucking went to jail, bro. This motherfucker. They sit us in the holding cells. He went in his holding cell, wherever, and they come to interrogate me. And they were like, "Well, we let your cousin go." And I said, "Is that right? Okay, cool." And they were like, "Yeah, he gave us everything. He gave you up." I go, "Oh, did he?" And he goes, "He gave you up." I go, "Yep, that dude's a liar." He goes, "He's a liar, huh?"
Mm.
And I go, "Yep." I go, "Shit, I've known him my whole life, and ever since I've known him, he's been a liar." So I had a juvenile charge like that. My mom came and got me. Um, you know what was crazy, bro? On that charge, when I went before the judge, my mom got me a lawyer, and this my
Mm.
mom would always lawyer me up. So
Mm.
she got me a lawyer, and I went before the judge, and the judge looks at me and goes, "You're in a lot of trouble, young man. You understand how serious these charges are?" And my lawyer jumped up and he goes, "I don't," he goes, "Your Honor, I know you didn't just pass judgment on my client before he entered his plea." Dude, they had to throw the whole case out. You know what I mean? They threw the whole
Wow.
case out because this stupid ass judge, his name was Fernandez. He was a piece of shit, dude. He would love putting kids in jail, man. That was his thing, putting dudes in the Gilliam. But he ended up having to drop that one. So I got lucky, man. I think that's why I kept going, because I kept getting, slapped on the wrist. Uh, I kept getting lucky, man. And
During this time, or maybe it was before this, was there a change in Denver? Because I know being on the East Coast, the politics started coming
so,
as
so
time started coming. You know what I'm saying? Did you start to
yes,
see that?
yeah. So here's the thing. I was gonna give you the landscape of the hustle and the gang. You know what I mean? The gangster and the hustle.
Yeah,
How it.
yeah.
So before the 92 killings, it seemed like after that, dude, everybody got to selling dope. That's all it was. And dudes who were actually, what they call now ops, were enemies. You know what I mean? They were hustling together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We were hustling together. It got to the point where it wasn't even about trying to pull the line on anybody or nothing. It was about making money.
Yeah, no, I I hear that. And what was there ever like a, I know I've heard some crazy stuff come out of Denver, but when it comes to in the '90s, like what was the temperature like? Was it? I know you said that you were making money, but was there wars going on? Was there tension?
I wouldn't say wars, but when the enemies seen each other, they were getting off, brother. They were shooting at each other. It was, you know what I mean. A lot of the OGs got laid down, bro. Like certain hoods, like let's say Inca Boys. Um, two of their main, their two of their biggest dudes. I would say the number one and number two dudes got laid down within a year. You know what I mean? 92 to 93. And that's where the shift was, bro. I think if those two guys don't die, that the Inca Boys would be still existent today. You know what I mean? I don't think the G's would have
Mm-hmm.
came up and blew up as fast. So it was just when you seen as someone get everyone had guns, bro. So everybody, as soon as, you know what I mean, shit jumped off. I always liked fighting, brother. That was my thing. I love to throw hands with people. I used to get mad when people would use guns. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck, bro? Like my cousin, we one time a bunch of NSMs rolled up on us, and fucking these dudes jump out the car, and there's like 6, 7 of them. There's like three of us, and my cousin's like, "Pop the trunk, homie, pop the trunk," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, dude. Get out the car, pussy."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
he ended up
yeah,
getting down with them, bro. But he was like right away, he wanted to pop the trunk. You know what I mean?
yeah. And at this time, was Denver popping? Like I know locally, you guys always had, your own little crowd of hip hop artists. But at that time, was gangster rap prevalent then too in Denver?
Oh, oh, big time, big time. So there was and you could probably, they're still on YouTube. You could look it up. Like Deuce Mob is one of the original, like like that came out here in Colorado with DJ Fame. He's dead, but
Hmm.
these are guys that would rap back in the '90s, and it's old Chicano rap. Um, We would listen to all the NWA, all the West Coast shit. I was into the East Coast real big just for the lyrics, you know what I mean? Just because the lyrics. And I would get my cousin on it. I'd be like, check this shit out, bro. This is dope. Like, I was talking about the AZ. I don't know if you're
Mm-hmm.
hip to AZ from New
Yep.
York. He don't get a lot
Mm-hmm.
of shine,
With
but if you
Nas.
ever sit there and listen to that dude's shit, man,
Yep.
it's fire.
Yep. Him and Nas. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
all that
Nas
was
took off,
good
but
stuff.
he didn't get. It's like he got kind of left behind. I was like, what the fuck happened? This dude was. I liked his shit.
Yeah, I know, and he's still alive too. Like I know Big L passed. I know Big L would have still alive. He would have been a big name as well. But I don't know why Az just never made like a classic album. I guess he kind of did, but he never really popped off.
Yes, yes. It's like you had to be really into hip hop back then to understand there. And there was a place here in Colorado because we didn't have digital music. It was all CDs and tapes. There was a place called Spin in the East Side, and this was Crip territory. So you had shit. If you wanted the dope, hottest releases that was hip hop, you had to go to Spins on the East Side. So you had to pretty much risk your ass and hope you didn't see no Crips or no Crips were upset with you coming to their hood. You know what I mean? To get some bumps.
Right, right. So you're in going into your early 20s. So what was you deciding like what were you gonna do with your life? Was you trying to like did you think about going to a trade school? Like I like what was your mind state just to keep hustling?
So yeah, brother. Here's the thing. I plugged in. I plugged into a Paisa. There was a place called Burrito Giant back in the day, and it was right here on 38th and Pecos. And what a lot of people didn't know that this was a front. It was a restaurant, but it was a front for a big drug, empire. And basically, this dude, my sister started working at the restaurant. So my sister was raised with my grandparents. She speaks fluent Spanish. My dad was half white. I was raised by my mom. She didn't teach me Spanish. But my sister worked at this restaurant, and the dude who owned it, who was the plug, he took a real interest in my sister. So I had a friend that worked for him, and I used to buy pounds of weed from him. And my homie used to tax the fuck out of me for some stress, dude. He would tax me, bro. And I would be like, dude, I know you're getting them cheaper. And he was like, no, I'm not. So when my sister started working there, I was like, plug me in, let me talk to dude and translate. So he came to dinner one night, and my sister kind of like ran it down to him. The next day, bro, someone shows up at my door with a shafer, like a cooking shafer,
Mm.
with 20 pieces of weed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he gives them to me on the cuff, like just on my word. And I had a little homie that passed away. I would go give him all the weed, bro. That shit would be gone in 3 to 4 days, dude. Gone, gone. And he would just have a stack of cash for me. And then I would call dude and get some more. And it got to the point where dude was like, dude, I can't keep up with you, bro. And I was like, well, then you need to give me more. So he started giving me like 50 P's, bro. And
Mm.
he goes, that's why I like you. You're rapido with the money. And I would be like, fuck yeah, give me some more. And then I hit him up. I was like, hey, I need some coke. Where's the Blanco? I need the Blanco, man. And this motherfucker plugged me in with that. So it went from the weed to where it wasn't really, you get to a place where you have a big appetite, brother. And I had a big appetite, and I was into a lot of, you know how it is when that you're young, you're into a lot of
Mm-hmm.
nice shit. You think all that shit matters.
Materialistic. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, nothing but material things. Like, oh, I have to have the baddest ride. I had an 82 Tornado with candy cobalt blue with all gold D's.
Ooh.
It was nice. You know what I mean? I had a few. I had an MR2 Spider. That
Ooh.
was dope as hell with the fucking ground effects kit.
Mm. Dang, bro.
So
You were
it was, yeah.
so how long did that last for?
Shit, dude, maybe another year and a half, 2 years, if that. Um, I met up with my daughter's mom, and it was crazy, bro. I had a son already, and I met my daughter's mom, who was really into the business, bro. And for some reason, for one reason or another, I have an appetite for very, very toxic women, bro. And I think that comes from my mother. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this woman was really with the business. She was one of my main sellers when it came to the Blanco, and she would come quick. She was quick, bro, and she was actually dating one of the homies. And one day the homie called me, and he was like, "Hey, don't deal with that that bitch anymore. And I was like, he was like, what? And he was like, yeah, me and her ain't, I ain't with her no more. So don't be dealing with her. And I kind of laughed at him. Bro. I was like, you got me fucked up, bro. I don't care about all that. You're gonna fuck my money up, homie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
lo and behold, we started. I didn't do nothing when she was with him, but we ended up getting together. Probably the worst thing that could ever happen to me. The only other thing that came out of that whole relationship that was good was my daughter.
Right, right. That was your first daughter. Is that your?
Yeah, my first daughter. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And what did a feds come, or what? Did you had an incident with him? Like something happened
No.
between you two?
So I'm like, this is exclusive. I haven't even dropped this story on my channel. I'm gonna give it to you
All
because
right,
you know
here
what I
we
mean.
go. Here we go, baby.
So
YouTube
check it out.
streets.
I haven't even dropped any of this. I think I might have dropped a little taste on Gangish's channel, but here's the thing. So there was a cop named Mike Gassman. And if you were in Denver in the 90s, Mike Gassman looked like a fucking straight biker, homie. He looked like Willie, like a Willie G look motherfucker with a big old beard, salt and pepper white hair, long ass hair. He looked like a biker, bro. So in the north side, bro, I had like a corner. I had a little spot right here on 44th and Tejon to like Umatilla up in that area. That's where I made most of my money. So I would drop shit off to the tweakers and then they would run out and come back and grab more. Dude, I would be at my I lived in a basement apartment, was a house, but I lived in the basement apartment part. Dude,
Okay.
I would be at that window till like 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning till I would tell them no more. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like just selling teeners, bro. Teeners at 100 a pop, bro. And fuck, dude, it was just live, and fucking so this dude had busted, so my dad, dude, who raised me, he taught me the game. And I gotta put him in the story because he kind of has something to do with it. He taught me the game. Showed me how to lay tips on motherfuckers. He was a savage, bro. He's an Italian dude, little Italian dude. He was vicious. You know, taught me
Mm-hmm.
the code. So I go and all that shit's going good. While he's a crackhead, bro. He's like a functioning crackhead. He smokes foils and shit. And he gets popped by this dude. I don't know how, but he does. And then this dude pops to one of my other sellers. So they're working with these motherfuckers already, and I don't know it. So this dude's been buying from me secondhand for probably like 3 weeks. Um, Never made a buy directly from me. I never met the dude, never sat down with the dude. I seen him in a truck one time, but he never made a buy directly from me. Him. So one day, dude, I'm chilling, everything's good, and fucking early in the morning, bro, fucking I have some dude come over to detail my Lolo, and
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "All right, I ordered the supplies. They're coming." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm waiting for my dealer. It's almost Friday. It's Thursday, so everyone knows on Friday that's the money. It's weekend. It's money. You know what I mean? That's when the
Mm-hmm.
goose lays the golden egg. So it's time to get it. So I need to re up. I'm down like I only got 2 zips. It's not gonna last me. So I call my
Mm-hmm.
dealer and I'm like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't got much, bro." And I was like, "Well, I need whatever you got." And he's like, all I got is I can't give you what I always get you. So this is a whole nother dude. The Fonzo dude, the one I met at the burrito
Mm-hmm.
dude, he's
That's
long
about to
gone.
ask that.
Yeah, he's gone. He gets deported. So I lose that connect.
That
So I start
sucks.
dealing with this other dude, Juan Baron. Juan Baron. He's a fucking rat. But anyways, this
Yeah.
motherfucker was like, I ain't got. He used to give me the birdies. Today he only got a quarter birdie. I said, okay, well, bring it. So he heads to my house, and fucking sure enough, he walks in. I go to sit down. I literally, bro, I'm in my boxers. And as soon as I sit down, bro, I grab the quarter bird and I set it on the table and I go, your cash is right there. And he goes to grab the cash and he starts to count it. And I hear fucking commotion outside. And I hear a gunshot, boom. And I hear my dog cry. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I run, dog. I run through my kitchen. And my kitchen used to go, there's a bathroom that shared the kitchen and the back bedroom. So I ran into my kitchen, went to the bathroom, and dashed to my back bedroom, bro. And I was getting my SKS.
Mm.
And I honestly thought someone was trying to rob me, dog. That's what I thought. I had some fools that tried to rob me months before. So I fucking run in the front room. I open the door. I jump in there and I'm grabbing my SKS and I'm loading this bitch. I'm putting the 30 rounder in it. And I got my
Whew.
shit right there, bro. And I'm on the ground and I'm putting the clip in it. And the door kicks open, bro. And it's a fucking cop he has an AUG. I don't know if you know what that, like, it's called an AUG. It loads from the
Mm-hmm.
back. He has an AUG and he comes in. He's like, motherfucker, drop that gun, motherfucker. And I look up, bro, and the only reason I dropped it is because I seen police on his shirt. He didn't even say police. None of these motherfuckers said police. And I dropped it, bud. This motherfucker kicks me into the corner. His boys come in, and these motherfuckers, it was the SWAT team, the Denver SWAT team.
Wow.
So Denver North Metro Task Force is basically who got me. And Denver comes in, they put the tips to me. He's sitting there like they're. It reminded me of playing football, bro, because I was a jock.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you scored a touchdown, he's like, "Look at this motherfucker! Look what he had! Look at that
Oh
fucking
my
gun!"
God.
And these motherfuckers put me in the corner, bro, and they put the tips to me, like kicked my face. They fucked me up, dog.
Did they kill the dog?
Yeah, yeah, they smoked him.
Oh my
They smoked the
gosh.
pit. Yeah, they smoked the red nose got smoked. They killed my dog. Um,
That's horrible.
yeah, yeah, bro. They knew. Here's the thing, brother. The CIs in the case, which was the dude who was detailing my car, was one of the CIs. The dealer walked right out of the deal, homie. He got up. They were like, "You can go." And I looked at him, bro, and I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna hit you up later." And he
Mm-hmm.
goes, the cop goes, "Are you fucking threatening him, motherfucker?" And it was that Mumford again, the one who was the same motherfucker
Yep.
that was with
Yep.
my mom. And he goes, "Are you threatening him, motherfucker?" And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Are you threatening him?" And I go, "Why would I threaten him? He's my friend." I go, "I'm just telling him I'm gonna talk to him later." I said, "But you're telling me that
Mm-hmm.
there's a reason I should I be threatening him? What are you saying?" And his face just dropped. You know what I mean? And you just seen the other cops like look at
Mm-hmm.
him. They tore apart my bro. I had this, and remember, like this is the '90s, so the big
Mm-hmm.
screens with the big projection TVs, like the Toshibas
Heavy.
and shit. These
Yeah.
motherfuckers took a knife. He goes, "That's a nice screen. Look at that." And he's talking to all these fucking meatheads are in my house, and he like cuts the screen with his knife, but he takes it diagonally all the way across. He was
These
like, "That's a
guys
nice
were
screen, huh?" And then
dirty.
they're breaking my tables, they're cutting my leather couches. I had an Onkyo rack system. They was like, "Is there any dope back here?" And they slammed it on the ground. Um, they stole the girls, the ex old lady's rings. They stole the cocktail ring that had like shit. It had like 4 carats in it. They were taking shit. A lot of shit was missing. They took a bunch of shit. They took me downtown. Um, they were like, "We've had you for so long. We want to know who you're fucking with." And then they started showing me pictures. And I was like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And then they gave me some story that the mob don't even respect dope selling. And why am I like trying to get me to rat? You know how they try to
Yeah.
flip you. And I was like, they were putting the paper down for a statement. I just kept spitting blood on it. I was like, "You either take me to lockup or take me to fucking hospital. I don't give a fuck, but
they
I'm not
they
saying
wanted.
shit."
Yeah, they wanted your plug.
Oh yeah. So they no, he was that plug. The plug set me up, bro.
Oh shit! So they wanted your clientele then, basically, or something.
They wanted other dudes that I had connections with, and I'm not gonna say their names. They're other Northsiders and shit, and they were doing their
Mm-hmm.
thing. But you know what I mean?
What did
Nah,
they end up charging you with?
shit. I had manufacturing, distribution, fucking weapons. I had weapons charges. The fuck else they charged me with? Shit,
And did you
dude.
have the
I
same?
don't
You lawyered up. You had the same lawyer your mom used to get you back then, or?
know. I ended up getting Steve Alonzi. I ended up getting a lawyer named Steve Alonzi, very good criminal defense attorney.
Mm.
And no, first I got Bozo Lozo, and this motherfucker tried to send me up for like 15 years.
Oh,
So
you had to fire him.
there was a Denver drug court back then. So if you got hemmed up with dope charges, bro, it was its own personal court. They were smacking fools down. You had a
Yeah.
UA just to get bonded. You had to take UAs for your bond. Um, they were just giving it was that Biden push where they gave all that Fed money to start laying fools out for it was the war on drugs. So they was handing out
Mm-hmm.
mad time, bro. And I think when they read all my charges, they said it was over 130 something years total. They were like, "He's a flight risk." They didn't want to give me bond. And then Bozo, I think I gave him like 15 grand. I gave him 15,000, dude. And he came back and he was like, he he was like, I can't help you. He was like, you can take this. And I was like, really, bro, 15 grand for we came to 2 court dates and you want to send me up for 15 fucking years? And he was like, I was like, you're fired, homie. I was like, you better give me my fucking money back, prick. So he ended up breaking off the old lady. I think he gave her like 12,000 back. And I hired Steve Alonzi. I fired him. I hired Steve Alonzi. And Steve Alonzi was like, I can get you 9 years. I can get you 9 stipulated. And I was about to fire him too. I was going to fire him and I was getting ready to call Harvey Steinberg. And he's like the baddest attorney. I was getting ready to call him. And dude was like, I had a conference with him and he goes, you're going to piss people off, bro. He's like, they want your ass. I actually threatened that Mike Gassman, bro. So they came back on me. I was out on bond. They came back and hit me like a month later. The day I was going to court, took me back to my house and planted dope in my crib. Planted dope in my house. And the fucking DA was in my house before I even got to the house. The DA and the cops. I walked in the door. They pulled me over down the street when I was going to court. Pulled me over, took me back to the house. They were all in my crib. They had another thing of coke. They had a little piece of coke in a newspaper. And that cop was like, "What do we got here, motherfucker?" And I was like, "It looks like coke." And he goes, "Yeah, you're not selling no more." And I go, "Let me see that." And he went like that. And I tried to blow it off. I did blow it off, and I went to step on it, and they slammed me and fucked me up again. And
These
I was
guys
like,
were
"That's
dirty. Oh my
oh, bro, they
gosh.
were bad. They wanted you to tell. So I actually told the CI basically alleged. Well, I know I told the CI. This is old as fuck, dude. I told the CI. I was like, me and the CI were talking, and I was like, dude, I'd like to tell that Mike Gassman that I'm gonna cooperate, and then when I meet him, I'll just blow his fucking snot box off. You know what I mean? I was a kid, bro. I was 20 something years old. I was like, I was really thinking like that, stupid. And the CI said that, bro. The CI, it was in the paperwork. That's how I knew who the CIs were. It was in, you know what I mean? They redacted names. But one of the CIs was my fucking stepdad, bro. The dude who taught me the code.
Mm.
His old
And
lady got him off. He used to boost. He was a booster. And for some reason he was afraid to go to jail, dog. And she was the one ratting, so he would get fucking love on the boosting charges.
did you take the 9 or did he?
Dude, Harvey Steinberg goes, bro, you're gonna piss them off. He goes, they're showing up to every court date. He goes, these cops are. He goes, you fucking literally threatened one of the fucking lead detectives. You fucking dumbass. He goes, bro.
Mm.
He goes, if you give me another fucking this retainer, he goes, the feds are gonna get involved. I was gonna bond out, and he goes, Conrad, if you bond out, he goes, I guarantee you this case goes federal, guaranteed. He goes, take your fucking 9 years and go lay it the fuck down. Like, they got you, bro. It's done. You know what I mean? And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I took his advice. I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah. He was like, dude, you bond out and you retain me. He goes, I promise you, it's going to be a Fed case.
So how long did that go while you were in county? This whole case? So did you end
It took
up
about
going
a
a
year.
year,
I think, I was about a year in the county.
and then they sent you up to. So you went. So where's the first prison you went to?
So here's the thing. I tried to go to boot camp, dog. I tried to go to the boot camp and I had a
Mm-hmm.
stipulated sentence. So I would have got no love for reconsideration, but I wanted to do it to show the parole board, like, hey, look, I'm willing to go through hell and back to get my life back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And in boot camp, I ended up assaulting an inmate named Seabass. I ended up assaulting an inmate and getting sent to the hole in the high side in Buny.
See
I,
that? You got it.
I made it through the whole thing. Yeah, his name was Seabass, right? I made it through the whole fucking thing. I made it. We were already learning how to drill and shit. And this fool got crazy up in the shower. He tried to fucking loke up in the shower and he had to do the dead
Mm.
fish. He got laid out. And then everybody told on me. Everyone was like, fucking Borges did it. And I was like, what the fuck? So
Damn.
like 6 people told on me.
So they ended up kicking you out, or did you get to
No,
graduate,
yeah,
or?
they kicked me out. They gave me an assault. That's like 7 points on your fucking That's like 7 points on your point record. So you're it goes medium, minimum, medium, maximum, and then safe.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like minimum R. So there's 4 levels before you get safe. So they set me to Buny with the points I had, and they were like, "You got an assault. If you get in any more trouble, you're gonna get closed out." And in Beauty and High Side, probably, geez, bro, my cousin was up there. So my cousin was already serving a 35-year sentence. And this is my road dog. This is my ride or die fucking partner till the end. He was up there for killing his uncle, who was a non-functioning bandito, one of the like founding dudes of the banditos here in Colorado, who brought him out here to Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah, so he smoked his own uncle, dog, and he had like 35 years.
But that's pretty cool knowing your cousin's going to where you're going, you know?
No, he was there, man. And you know, I had a lot of homies on that yard. So, you know, a lot of people say, hey, do you have to prove who you are when you pull up and show your paperwork and all that? In fact, you know, for me, it wasn't like that. When I pulled up, I had dudes. When I got to A&O and I walked in that chow hall, shit, I had about 7, 8 friends up in that motherfucker.
Oh, that's a good feeling. Like the last couple people I've interviewed, you know, they're coming in somewhere that they, you know, they don't know anybody. They might not
Yeah.
even be from that state. But you know, it's for me, listening to a lot of the Denver stuff and the politics, it seems like it's a small town. Like it's a small world there. Everyone knows everyone.
Yeah, hey, brother, it's not big by no means. Like there's the outer suburbia areas, but as far as central part of Denver, it's not very, it's especially if you're driving around and you're going with it, you know what I mean? You're gonna run into people. It's not big at all.
So how was the time? So did they keep transferring you? Did they let you get comfortable? How was it?
So so I'm giving you, this is all exclusive shit, Bug. I'm giving you
Oh
like,
man,
and I'll
dude,
go
this is
more into
crazy.
detail on my channel, but it's all good, bro. Um, I get to Buny, my cousin's in there, and there's a large population of Sureños in like when I get there. So it's a large population. Um, for most part, they're already on you know, cause my cousin got some on fucking scared status already. He's already laid a couple of them out. He's already put them in check pretty much. They all know where they stand.
Mm-hmm.
I get in there, lo and behold, I get soused up with Sureño, and for the most part, it was cool. I didn't mess with them, you know what I mean? Because I'm from the north side of Denver. I didn't know any California politics. So to me, I thought a lot of them were fake. I didn't think they were certified. They were from small towns here in Colorado. And I would be like, how many? I mean, like, dude, it ain't. I would be like, it isn't. You can't brag if you're the baddest motherfucker out of 10 dudes. You know what I mean? Like, come on,
Yeah.
homie. Like, how many
Yeah.
guys are you? Like, really? There's like, well, how many in your gang? 4? And you're the
Right.
baddest one? But
Right.
the youngster, he tried to disrespect me one day, bro. We're sitting there, and in Colorado, you have to, if you have a TV, you have to have headphones. So no, but you know what I mean? And one day I was listening to my
Mm-hmm.
headphones, and I'm on my rack and I'm watching TV, and he's listening to his shit, and it's pretty loud. And I'm like, hey, homie, turn your shit down. It's, you know, you're drowning out my headphones. And he goes, what? And I said, hey, turn that down. You know, you're drowning out my headphones. I can't hear my shit. And he goes, I don't give a fuck. That's it. And I said, what? Jumped off my rack. I said, what the fuck did you just say? I
Yeah.
turned his TV off. I was like, what's up, fool? I unplugged this shit. I was like, get up, boy. And he was all scared. And I was like, I'm telling you right now, bud, I told him basically, like, get up, and he wouldn't fight, bro. He got like balled up like a little girl on his bed. And he didn't want to fight. I was like, you better move out of here tomorrow. I said, if you don't move out of here tomorrow, I'm going to hurt you. And so the next day he goes out, and I guess he tells his boys. So I didn't have a job yet. So I'm sitting in my cell, and I get approached by like 4 Sureños, maybe 5. And they come to the cell, and they're like, what's up, homie? What's your problem with the homie Trigger? And I was like, I ain't got no problem. He's just got to leave the cell. He can't be in here no more. He got out of line, and he didn't want to get the heads up. And they were trying to press me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, what you want to do? I was like, shit, I put my foot locker under the bed, and I was like, well, which one of you want to come in here? Come on. And my cousin comes walking up, like all playing dumb. My cousin was a prankster, bro. He was he had that 6th sense of humor. And he came up, and
Yeah.
He walked up, he goes, "What's up, guys?" And he's like talking to him. And then I see his head peek into the cell. He peeks in and he goes, "Oh, bro, he wants it." He goes, "Go in there." He's telling one of them, "Go in there." And that dude looks at him and goes, what, why are you over here, Louis? And he goes, "Ah, bro, he wants it. He's telling you to go in there." And they were like, "Hey, bro, this ain't none of your business." He goes, "Yeah." He looks in again. He goes, "Yeah, you see that guy in there?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "It's my fucking cousin, motherfuckers." And they were like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah." So he was like, "You better tell your homie he needs to leave, bro, because if he don't leave, he's gonna get fucked. I feel sorry for him tonight. You know what I mean? He's gonna get fucking hurt." So dude went and moved. It's crazy, bro. He moved in with the black dude, bro. He had to move in with the black dude. And it was crazy. They didn't even press no politics on him for it, but whatever, he was safe. And my cousin moved into my cell. So it was just a bad mix, bro. We fed off each other, that negativity. And he was a savage, bro. And we we was just fools up in there. There was a time one of the brothers pulled up, and me and him got into it over the phone, and he tried to start a race riot, bro. And basically, he ran to the blacks and was trying to get backup. And the Crip who was running the black car told him, "You could have fucked with anybody in this whole building, bro." He said, "You fucked with the two dumbest Mexicans in this whole place. You know that, right? You fucked with the two dumbest ones."
Yeah.
And that dude ended up, that was the beginning of the end, bro. He told on me, said we were going to kill him. They shook us down. They didn't find nothing. We were under investigation for that. Um, allegedly, I was introducing contraband to the facility, and a dude ended up telling I was doing business with the Woods, and solid. They were solid, man. I can't hate on them. They did good business. But the dude who was muling, he told on pretty much everybody. You know what I mean? So I got shipped out of there, and that's when I got level 4. I got sent to Centennial.
Oh, okay, okay. And then when you were there, how was that when you first get there?
So when I get there, here I was on a trip of settling street beefs, plug. So
Okay.
and even gangsters was like, "Man, you're lucky you didn't get hit." A lot of people tell me that, like, "You're lucky you didn't get stabbed." Um, I was a dude, like I told you, I like to throw hands, bro. And
Yeah.
dudes would always pull guns on me because they didn't want to get that ass whooping. It happened all the time. So when I seen these cats in prison, I was like, "Fuck it, you ain't got no gun now." Like, you know what I mean? You got to see me. And the ones that didn't, I would just dog them. You know what I mean? I would dog them on the yard to the point where no one would fuck with them. Um, one of my
Hmm.
friends got robbed for a birdie, and by some bloods. He was told not to be dealing with them, but he went and dealt with them, and they made him get butt booty naked for a birdie. And he basically, those dudes were in jail. So the brother, the main one, he was in Beauty. I made his life real hard, bro. And he wouldn't get down. He wouldn't fight. I did a story on it. He was just, people stopped fucking with him. He got slapped. He just wouldn't fight, bro. No matter what I said to him, I called him everything that you could call for a CEO. You know what I mean? Called him. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I called him.
You just wanted
Yeah, I
wanted to
would
throw
call him
one.
Cho, punk. Whatever I call him to get him fired up, bitch. And they wouldn't fight, dog. So I get to Centennial, and I'm going to school. I haven't had my GD yet. I score, and I get pretty high scores. They're all like, "You could take the test now. We think you could pass it." I was like, "Cool." So I'm in this school, and that dude's cousin's there, and his name's Cisco. And Cisco tells me, we're sitting there and we're talking, and he goes, "Yeah, I heard what you did to my cousin over there." And I was like, "Yeah, that's right." And he was like, "Yeah." He goes, What was that about?" And I said, "I don't even care if your cousin's a rat. I did that because he robbed my homie. You know what I mean? I didn't push that line because he's a rat. You know what I mean? Everyone else can deal with it on that."
Hmm.
And I didn't have the paperwork to prove it, but I read the paperwork. You know what I mean? So he was like, "Who you? The homie you, Jose?" And I said, "Yeah." And he looked at me. He goes, "I was there too." And I looked at him and I said, "Well, what's up?" Oh, I looked around. I go, "What's up?" I got up and I go, "What you want to do?" And he's like, I don't know if he didn't expect that reaction, but he got fucking scared, dude. And I was like, he was like, "No, I'll get down with you in the Native American meeting." So that week I sign up, I go to the Native American meeting, and he's not there. I have to sit through this whole Native American thing, and the Native American dudes already knew what was up. They were like, dude, don't fight in here, bro. They're gonna close us down. Please don't do this. So I was like, all right, respects. I ain't gonna fight in your meeting. And that's how I met Manuel, bro. That's how I met Manuel Gamboa. This kid, oh, Cisco went running to him. He went running to Manuel, and he told Manuel. Manuel was like, why don't you just get down with him? And he goes, oh, he's kind of big. He's big, bro. And so Manuel summoned me to the church. He summoned me to church, and I didn't even know who he was, bro. One of my homies, Colton, he was like, Manuel Gamboa wants to talk to you, bro. And I was like, about what? And he was like, I don't know. So when I met with him, he was like, hey, real brother, and he was a real respectful dude. The best way I could describe Manuel is meek, a very meek dude, bro. So, power under control, homie. Like, he always seems like he's got control of the situation, no matter what's going on. And he was just like, you know what, homie, we don't want to cause no drama, So I made a pact with him. Basically, I'm not gonna fire on dude. I'm not gonna, unless I see him, unless he comes into my pod or we get to a place where I can really get him. I'm not gonna give it to him. Dude stopped going to school. He wouldn't go to school no more. He just laid up in his rack. In Centennial, if you don't got a job or go to school, you lay in your rack till like 4 o'clock. So
Dang.
yeah, he ran the manual, and then lo and behold, bro, we get in this prison riot with the Native Americans because my cousin, shit jumps off. Me and my cousin get put on investigation for it. My cousin was getting in a heads up fight with the Indian dude, and he gives it to him right away. And then they start going, but this particular dude had the gas, bro. He had a lot of fucking stamina, and he starts getting my cousin, bro, and he puts him in a choke, got him in a guillotine choke, and my cousin's gurgling. And I was cool with the Native American dude. Me and dude was cool. We worked out together and shit. And I was like, hey, homie, let him go. And he goes, nah, fuck you. So dude was on his back, bro. I just dropped my knee on his face and start fucking him up. You know what I mean? My cousin got let go, and I started a whole riot. We started throwing river rocks at each other, hitting each other with fucking boards. It just jumped off, dog. And that's where me and my cousin kind of had a disconnect. You know what I mean? Because he was just wild, bro. He followed me to Centennial. He ended up getting in trouble and following me to Centennial because I got shipped out for drugs, for allegedly introduction to contraband. So my cousin basically, we go back to our building, and before they come and hem us up and put us in the hole, we're talking, and I was like, bro, I go, I'm done, homie. I ain't doing this dumbass shit with you no more, homie. This is stupid, fool. And he looks at me and he was like, oh, homie. And you know what, bro? I was just like, what the fuck am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, a kind of a light went off. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck are you doing with your life, bro? You got kids. You got 2 babies out there, man. And you're in here acting like a fucking gorilla?
He's still incarcerated too.
Yeah, no, he's dead, bro. He got killed up in there.
Oh, so his
Yeah.
actions just led him to, and eventually him getting murdered. Dude, sorry,
It,
Dan. RP to your cousin, man.
it's a gangster ass story, homie. Like, see, he killed somebody. You know what I mean? And when you kill somebody, those people just don't let that go, dog. That was one of my dad's best friends that he killed, my stepdad, the one who told on me, and my uncle, these were my superhero gangsters when I was growing up, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it caused a lot of division between the family when my cousin killed him. And my uncle, what's crazy is when I was out, my uncle called me. And you ever seen that? You've seen Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
You see how they tell dude that Tommy's dead, right? Like, hey, like the way they do it is like very cold blooded. Like, he's gone, and there's nothing else we can do. That was kind of how my uncle called me, bro. So I had dudes up in that joint. I had soldados up in that prison, bro. My uncle calls
Man.
me, and I'm going to work out, and he's like, hey, I'm sorry, my condolences for your friend. And I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, yeah, you're your friend that killed Fanyo. And I said, you mean my cousin? And he goes, yeah, my condolences. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, he hung himself. I said, what? And I was like, got the wrong info, homie. And he was like, "No, it's good info." I said, "How good's your source?" He goes, "It's real good." And then he told me who he got it from, which is the dudes to settle the score. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
basically was like, I didn't really trip on it, but I went to work out and got back about an hour later, 2 hours later, and I get a phone call, and it's from Centennial. And the homie proceeds to tell me my cousin's dead. And I was like, "Why the fuck haven't you called me?" And he goes, "Bro, we've been on lockdown for the last fucking week and a half, fool. Like, this whole facility's been locked down. I just got out." So how the fuck did that dude know? You know what I mean?
Man.
When I had shit close to the fire, homie, how the fuck, you know what I mean? It was a hit, dog. They hit him. And it's payback, bro. You live by the sword, die by the sword. You got, warrior got, you want to live that warrior code, homie, you got to be able to accept your warrior death, bro. You know what I mean? He didn't kill himself, bro. He was beat up pretty bad. Um, what's crazy is I had a dude in my comment section say that he got a hot shot, bro, on a story I told.
Mm-hmm.
So dude definitely knows who we are and who he is. You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
was like,
no.
"You and I know dude got a hot shot." And I was like, "Damn." I got kind of pissed. I got in my feelings a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I got kind of chills. I was like, "Fuck." Um, but I tried to tell him to steer away from that path. You know what he told me, bro? The last conversation, we'll get back to that last conversation me and him had. He told me, he goes, "I'm gonna be the boogeyman of this motherfucker." And I go, "What?" And he goes, I'm going to be the boogeyman of this motherfucker. You understand me? He goes, "When motherfuckers come here, they're going to be scared of me before they even get to this motherfucker." And I was like, "You're
Damn.
fucking gone. You're gone, homie. You're gone. Oh, you're sold, bro." I was like, "I'm done, homie. I can't do this no more. I'm not doing this." Um, Me and Manuel were talking. Manuel, like, how, like, he fucking got me in here to get my GED. And then he was like, "Hey, homie, like, Manuel, that's what, when I became Padres, bro, Padres wasn't introduced to me as any kind of heavy hitters. We're gonna fucking impose our will on people. This was like just Cosmalismo brotherhood, bro. And like, cause I could have did destruction all by myself. I didn't need no gang to do that. You know what I mean? Um,
Mm-hmm.
he was the one trying to stop me. Like, hey, bro, he wasn't trying to get me to be a crash dummy. And one day he told me, he goes, "I'll never put a plagada in your hand. I'll never put a knife in your hand and ask you to hurt nobody." He goes, "Brother, I'd rather put a pencil in your hand and see what you can do." And I don't know, bro, I don't know. He put that effort into me, bro. And I was a lost soul, dude. And he got me to go to this print shop. I went and learned how to print at this print shop. And it was crazy. He was like, "I bet you," it was on a bet. He was like, I bet you can't get that print certificate." He goes, "Yeah, you got your GED. You scored over 300. You're a fucking genius, whatever." He was like, "I bet you can't get that GED. I bet you can't get that print certificate." He goes, "That dude don't pass nobody." So we bet $50 sack and I got it. You know what I mean? I got it. I ended up getting it. It's crazy, plug, because that's how I fed my family for the last 20 something years, my boy.
Right. How old are you? How old were you when you got the GED in prison?
So I was about 22, maybe 23,
Oh,
22,
okay, okay. And
23.
at the time, was your daughter born while you were locked up?
Yeah. So my ex was like pregnant when I got hemmed up. I literally got arrested the day before my son's first birthday. Literally arrested the day. What's crazy, bro? My mom came to pick up the presents because me and old girl were having an argument and fighting, and my mom left and called me down the street, called me at her house, and was like, "The cops are watching you, dumbass." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You got cops all over your house. They're watching you." And I was like, "You're fucking paranoid, woman." I was stupid, bro. That old lady knew. She fucking. I should have
Yeah.
listened to her ass, bro. I was so caught up with this chick. You know what I mean? My mom was like, "They're watching you." So I got hemmed up the day before my son's first birthday, and then she was pregnant. She ended up having my daughter. She ended up catching a case when I was in prison, and ended up going to a place called the Haven, and she had the baby there inside. And then my mom took custody of my daughter. Yeah, bro.
And when
It's
you
been a
talking
fight to
to
get
your
all my shit back, brother. I'm still fighting today to get everything back.
Yeah, let's get to today. So you got you what year did you get out?
So I paroled in 2002, February, I want to say 10th.
And did you get in trouble after that, or you've been good ever since?
I've never had no problems, brother. I never went back in a cage. You know what I mean?
How'd it feel to get out?
Man, it was amazing, brother. I walked through them gates. I couldn't get halfway house. No halfway house would accept me. And then the homie was like, you know, the case manager too was like, they don't accept drug dealers, you know. And it was crazy because I seen dudes go home that had fucking uh not murder, but what do they call it? Manslaughter. One of the
Yep.
homies fouled with me had manslaughter. He got out before me. I was like, this motherfucking murked somebody, and this dude's walking the streets. But yeah, I finally made parole, and bro, all my people showed up to parole. That's what was cool, man. All my family members came together. I had like 20 people in my parole hearing. And that parole dude looked at me and he was like, he goes, in the 40 years I've worked here, I've never seen this many people show up for one person. He goes, man, you stand to let a lot of people down, young man. And I was like, I'm not coming back here. I told everyone that would listen, be like, I don't belong here, bro. I'm not coming back here. This place ain't for me. You know what I mean?
Yep. And you didn't, and you, man, your word there. And how old was your daughter when you got out?
She was 3 going on 4.
Oh, okay,
3
okay,
going on 4, man.
okay. And then, so you're saying you were fighting that. So what was going on with that? So,
She had her grandmother had custody. Her mom's mom had custody of her, and they had signed her over, basically like signed her over like a title, dog. And I didn't even know about it. They violated my rights and everything. And I tried to get like this is in Colorado. Fathers didn't really have rights at that time, bro. And bro, I fought tooth and nail, man. They ridiculed my daughter. They mentally abused her with shit information of when I used to be a fucking piece of shit. Um, that relationship's always been a battle even till today, bro. She just got out of the pen. She just got done doing time.
oh,
Um,
your daughter did?
mhm.
Wow. So that was 2000. How old is she now?
She's 25.
25. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
your boy's an old man, brother. I'm 48, dog.
Well, you said that the GED made to where you're at now. So so you're out, we're 2000 and, 24, you got a YouTube channel, but what is
Yeah.
your career? So how did, what, the time to now, what happened?
So I get out 2002, and I have this print certificate, and my cousin's working at fucking the Denver news agency, the Denver Post newspapers, and he gets me a fucking interview, dude. Gets me an interview. Dude interviews me, and my cousin was like, "I did my part, man. If you get hired, you get hired. If you don't, you don't." And I called this dude every week, bro, for like a month and a half before he hired me. I called him for like 6 weeks straight, every day. Boom, when he get there, Wednesday, what's up? Hey, homie, when you gonna hire me? And finally, he hired me, bro. And shit, it wasn't a union job. We weren't newspaper union, but we got everything the union got, man. And I think getting out of prison at that time, I was making like, I want to say 15 or 16 bucks an hour to start, which shit was hella good money at that time, man. And I was working, they were giving you as much hours. I remember one week I worked like 70 something hours, dude, in one week. And my checks were fat. I was like, fuck, I just kept, got us a house, got us an apartment. Um, I ended up making lead pressman over there. I was making like 35 bucks an hour. Life was good, man. I was able to buy my first home, bought my
Was you
home.
still attracting the toxic women though?
Yeah, brother. So I buy my first home and I start bouncing at bars, bro, for shits and giggles. And I was 38 years old at this time. I stepped away from the news agency job. Matter of fact, I walked away. I took a buyout because the newspapers were going under, and I just seen the writing on the wall. So I was like, I better get to it. And I was cutting concrete, and I was doing fucking
Mm.
bouncing for this place called this bar up north. And
Yeah,
I was
you're, how tall are you?
6'2".
6'2". Yeah, yeah, I see you. You do, and like you said earlier, the dude's like, hey, he's big. So you were probably bigger even when you were younger. So you're
Yeah.
big now.
Oh, brother, I was on the juice, homie. I was an avid bodybuilder, bro. Like an avid bodybuilder. I was trying
Yeah,
at
yeah.
38. I was trying to do like I wanted to do I actually tore my rotator cuff doing a fucking working out, trying to do I was going to do a classic show, like do the classic bodybuilder for like 30 something and over motherfuckers.
6'2". What weight did you get up to?
When I was just eating, when I didn't diet down, I would get up to like 260,
Yeah, bro,
255,
you were a
260.
tank.
Yeah. So right now I'm about, I'm not in the shape I should be in, but I'm at 6'2". I'm about 245, 248.
Yeah, man, that's big dude.
Yeah. My
Big dude.
son bigger than me. That fool's 6'4". Yeah. He
Yeah.
dwarfs my ass.
Yeah,
But he ain't
say
with the
Savage
business.
Seb's
He
got
never was
arms.
raised in any of this shit.
You guys are known for having some big dudes there too, like Savage Seb as well.
Yeah, he's
But
a short. That dude's like as big as he is wide. He's a
yeah.
no. I mean, he's fucking like a bulldog, homie. Like, yeah, he's chunk. He's a big kid, man. That's a big ass dude.
So you were bouncing, and you were going on with that. What else happened there? So you were bouncing and cutting concrete.
You know what, bro? I found love with that bouncing job, and I the music and the women and the beating the shit out of fools, homie. Like that. I don't know. It kind of that was the fun, dude. I would tell dudes like, I go, bro, I could see. I even told dude, I go, I could like see why cops do what they do. And he goes, what do you mean? I go, it's the nature of the beast, bro. They're looking for fools to fuck up. I go, think if you have to deal with this shit every night, bro, you're gonna fuck some dudes up.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to be in that bar and I was like, these fools are gonna jump off later. Watch these motherfuckers right here. And sure enough, they fucking start getting it and it'd be on, man.
Yeah, I've definitely been thrown out by a couple bouncers, man. They just throw you right out, lift you up, and take it.
Oh, dude, but there would be some big boys go in there, dude. We got into it with the Mongols, homie. We shut that bar down at 10 o'clock. And bars don't close till 2 out here. We had to throw everybody out. Dude, it was
Yeah.
a battle with the Mongols. We
Is it still like Florida too? We close at 2, but in between 2 to 3, people hang outside.
yeah, and they just drink water and chill and kick. Yeah, we
Yep.
have a couple strip clubs. They do that here. You know what I mean?
And the cops are out there, and stuff goes down right in front of the cops. They don't care. No one cares.
We used
But
to throw them out, bro. The cops wouldn't say shit, dude. I remember one time we. I'm sorry, excuse me.
you're good,
We
bro.
threw some cops. The cops didn't give a fuck, dude. We were throwing them out and we throw them right at their feet. I remember one time I had dude by his neck and I brought him out and just threw him down. They didn't get, I don't even think they got in trouble. The cops just made him leave. One dude with one eye was claiming he was going to kill us. I'm going to shoot you motherfuckers. I was like, who you kidding, homie? You got one eye. How the fuck you going to hit us?
Damn. And how long did you do the bouncer for?
2 years. 2 years.
And you were still cutting the concrete?
Till my wife was about to leave me. Till my wife was said, fuck it, I ain't doing this no more, motherfucker. You ain't, you know what I mean? And yeah, I got lost in the bullshit, homie. I started believing I was young again. My stupid ass was 38 years old out there thinking I was young again. I had a little homie that's, he's with the business. His name's Shane Perry. Salute to my homie Shane Perry. He's an Italian little dude. He's not a little dude. He's about 6', 6'1", and he looks like Channing Tatum, bro. And this dude I was his homie. This dude used to get chicks just throwing at him, bro. Like the chicks, I've never seen women just throw themselves at a motherfucker like that. I'm like, damn, what the fuck does this guy? It was
Right.
crazy. And he was a fighter, bro. He was a fighter. And I kind of, after my cousin, bro, I kind of rolled by myself, bro, because that like killed my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So this kid, I meet him and we're bouncing one day and he's sitting outside and we're working the door. And he looks at me and he goes, yeah, you're a big ass dude. He said, but I bet you if I put a couple of these one hitter quitters on you, you go right down. And I was like, what the fuck did he just say? And I laughed. I'm one of those dudes, I'll laugh at some dumb shit. You know what I mean? I laugh. I don't even get offended. And I looked at him. I said, is that right, youngster? And he goes, yeah. And I said, you got that one hitter quitter? And he goes, yeah. And I said, that's crazy. I go, I never had one hitter quitter, bro. I go, I just put mitts on people till they just don't want to fight no more, homie. I said, but
No, there's some people that are knockout artists, but
oh yeah. But I go, you know what I do know how to do? And he goes, what's that? I go, have you ever been gorilla fucked? And he said, what's that? And I said, that's where I fucking grab you, homie, slam you on the ground, and put you in a bad position and just rain punches in your fucking face until you can't go no more, homie. And he looked at me, and I was like, I know how to do that. And he goes, he kind we laughed, you know what I mean? And I like that because it lets me know where he stands. I don't like kiss ass motherfuckers that try to hold your balls all the time. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
right
because
there, like attract, like, damn, this kid's really about it. And I don't think he understood that statement until me and him used to roll hard together, dude. And one day we're at fucking Players Club, and we're sitting in there, we're having beers, and we each got about 3 grand in our pocket. And this dude walks in, and he's an old friend. I was in prison with this dude, and I'm a big dude. This dude's a fucking monster, bro. He's like 6'4", about 270, 280. Big ass, one of the biggest Mexicans you ever fucking see. And I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to make him, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to rub salt in the fucking wound, but he tried to pull some prison politics at the bar. He was drunk. I wouldn't even say he was drunk. He was buzzed, and he was with like 7 dudes, and he was feeling himself.
mm,
So one of the homies that was padres, he accused me of dirty macking his old lady. So this fool starts to tell me, I seen Mikey. I said, that's cool. And he goes, yeah. He said he's going to fuck you up when he sees you. I said, all right, that's cool. I go, well, you got the easy part done. And he goes, nah, nah. And then he started laughing like it was a fucking joke. And he looks at his friend and he goes, well, nah. He said, what did he say, homie? He goes, nah, he said he's going to fucking kill you. I said, oh, is that right? And he goes, yeah, motherfucker. And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, you don't. And he started like telling me, you don't fuck the homie's lady, fool. Now, my wife is standing right next to me, bro. My wife's standing right next to me. This motherfucker's letting this shit spew out of his mouth. And he's like, he goes, and then he looks at me and he proceeds to tell me, how would you feel if I fucked your old lady? And I said, is that right, fool? I said, if you had it like that, then get it, homie. But you ain't got it like that, boy. So I'm with 3 dudes. I'm with my friend Shane and his homeboy. And we're chilling. He goes, well, who's this white boy? And I said, shit, that white boy's gangster, homie. And he goes, I'll fuck him up. Man. You ain't gonna fuck nobody up. Homie, you ain't fucking nobody up. He goes, yeah, I'll fuck him up. I said, no, you ain't. You ain't gonna touch him. And he was like, yeah, Mikey's my homie. I'm gonna settle that for him. I said, it's cool, whatever you feel, homie. So we started getting in each other's face, and it's after hours, like you said, you guys chill in Miami. It's after hours. So as soon as this fool starts, sound wolf tickets, I start drinking water, bro, because I'm buzzed. I was having a good time. So I pound like 3 waters, and finally the bouncers get tired because we keep getting up in each other's grill. And he comes up on me, bro, and the bouncers are like, we're just gonna stop for tonight. I said, all right, cool. And I looked at dude and I said, I ain't even tripping on you, homie. I said, I know it's just a drink talking. I said, respect. I shook his hand, I hugged him, and I go, I love you, bro. I'll see you later. And I went to walk out the door, dog. And I did. My wife was sitting there chopping it up with the bartender, standing right behind him. So this fool waits till I get without, I can't hear him, and he tells the bouncer, I'll fuck him up anyway. So wifey comes out and she said, he's in there talking loud shit, said he's gonna fuck you up. I said, really? I said, yeah. I said, well, let's wait for him to see how he feels when he comes out. He comes out and I'm like, what's up, homie? And he goes, what's up? No, he walks out. He goes, really? Really, Conrad? Really? And I said, yeah. And he was like he thought I was supposed to be scared of him. I did time with this dude. He's a big boy. You know what I mean? I worked out with him.
yeah.
And he was like, he walks up on me and I go, yeah, bro, you're over here getting all mad about shit that doesn't have nothing to do with you. You're over here, got your fists all balled up. You look like you're fucking hurt, feeling some kind of way. He goes, yeah, I am. He goes, well, what's up? You want the heads or what? I said, shit, I thought you'd never ask, homie. We went around the corner. Bouncers came out with all his boys. He had like 7, 8 dudes with him. They all start talking shit. He's going to put it down. NorthSide this, NorthSide that. And they put their cameras on, homie. They got the bright lights. And I was like, oh, the cameras are on? So me and him fucking post up, dude. And he really can't fight, dog. I see the fear in his eyes. I catch him with the 2-piece, and then I dump him on his head, bro. I get him down with the takedown. I get on top of him. I get top position on him, homie, and I just smash him out, dog.
Yeah.
And my homie Shane, he was like, dude, I could just hear the thuds, Conrad. He goes, I didn't even see his face, bro. He goes, I could just hear those fucking thuds. You were thuds, homie. And he goes, so finally I fucking lay into him. He's a big boy, bro. So I wasn't just gonna get off of him. And he stiffened up, but he still felt strong. And then I had him, bro, and the bouncer goes, "That's it, that's enough, bro." And I looked at the bouncer and I was like, I'm gonna fucking tell you when it's enough, homie." And I fucking hit him. And I remember his head bounced off the fucking pavement, homie, and I caught him with an elbow. Boom. And I seen him, that's when I seen him really stiffen. And I had him by his neck and I go, "I told you, motherfucker, don't disrespect. I fucking told you." And I got up and I looked around at all his boys, bro. I could just see like they were shocked, like, what the fuck just happened? And I go, "Yeah, your big homie just got fucked up, homie." I go, "Oh, Northside, huh? You're all," I said, "He ain't even from the Northside. None of you pussies are from the Northside. You're all from Thornton." I said, "I'm from the Northside, motherfuckers." And they didn't know what to do, bro. They were just sitting there. I was like, we walked. My wife was in the car, bro. My wife's that's my Bonnie, homie. She don't
Yeah.
even stare. She's a anytime we go somewhere, bro, I hand her the keys and I give her a meeting spot. She go to the car, homie. She don't need to watch shit. She goes to the car. She's the getaway driver. And we jumped in there and we took off, man. And I came back because one of our friends lost their phone, so we went back to look for it. And the bouncers were cool with them. And my homie, like he's the manager of that bar. So my homie comes out and he's like, "Damn, homie." He goes, "I got mad at these fools for stopping it." And then fucking Brian told me he was gonna kill that motherfucker, dog. He goes, "Bro, you fucked him up, dude." And I go, "What? What happened?" He goes, "They had to carry him to his car." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, they had to." He goes, "Dude, he looked like fucking Elephant Man, bro." He goes, I was mad until I seen his face." He goes, "You fucked him up." And I was like, "Hey, bro, that's what he gets for talking shit, trying to press those prison politics on me."
Yeah, dude. And what year was this?
Shit, this was about 2013, 14, maybe.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
crazy. You've
see,
been
he
out.
didn't know, dog. But when I got out, I started training. I started training Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and
Oh, okay.
I trained with and I'm not trying to cap. This is not bullshit. I'll post pictures on this shit. My sensei was trained directly from Alison Gracie, who is Hoist Gracie's older brother.
Oh man, the Gracies.
Yeah, so they the way we learn, bro, we don't train how do you say, there's sport jiu-jitsu, which is meant for competing, and then there's street jiu-jitsu, homie, and that's what we trained with street. We trained for the street. We didn't train for, to go do. We did tournaments, but we didn't train for points and shit like that.
Yeah,
You know
because
what I mean?
in the streets you could poke someone's eyes and shit. You can do all kinds. There ain't
Yeah,
no
you can buy
rules.
someone's face or whatever, dog. It's
Yeah, they don't care as long as you get the job done.
Or you got those big loopy earrings and shit like that. I would net like, damn, dude, I
Oh
feel
yeah,
sorry
like
if someone just tore
gauges.
your
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
Bro, I tear someone's ear off. I'm like, fuck you shouldn't have that shit, bro. I thought it was some handlebars.
So when you got out, did you feel like you were reformed?
I felt like I had everything I needed to win, my boy.
Hmm.
I felt motivated. I felt like I couldn't lose again. Like, you can't lose again. You have too many to depend on you. You can't. If you do that, you're no better than your dad was. You do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You do that, you can't never say nothing about that man, because you're the same. You're the same. I didn't feel sorry for myself. I was like, bro, for the longest time, I used to think I was like my crime was victimless. And I would tell everybody that would listen. And the truth is, and it wasn't, bro. Drug dealers, they steal your dreams, bro. They're robbers of dreams and ambition. I did that, bro. I crushed people's lives. And I'm fucking horrified by it. You know what I mean? I look back on it and I'm like, fuck. But I can't change it, homie. I could only live my life the best I can and continue to just be the man I am and provide for my family. You know what I mean?
yeah. You became the OG for your community, man. Honestly, and people are looking up. There'll be people watching this to be like, oh man, it's a movie. You lived a movie.
So yeah, and I'm still plagued, brother. Like I said, my daughter just got out of prison. So how many dudes who've been in prison has had to watch their children follow in their footsteps, man? Because that's a
Horrible.
whole nother pain right there, brother. Fuck the time. I liked it better when I was doing time. I didn't want my daughter in there, dog. My daughter did a Walmart shooting. If you look up Colorado Walmart shooting, you'll see a picture of my daughter.
And she's
She
out
was the
now.
only one that held it down, bro. Everyone fucking told on her. All these so-called little gangsters fucking snitched on me and Rose. And I'm gonna do a story on it. I'm gonna lay all their shit out there.
Yeah, you should definitely 100%. If someone's gonna do it, it's gonna be you,
Yeah.
and you would be able to lay that down. That's a crazy story. Is she out now?
Yeah, she's out, brother, but she struggles still, man. She struggles with substance abuse. These fucking oxys, these blues, bro. The fentanyl. I tell her like you should be dead. Everything you've done, you're here for a reason. And
So
she
yeah,
just
I've
I
heard
don't
Genghis talk about that too. So the Fetty when it came after, so you guys had the Roxys and the pill epidemic first, and then the Fetty is obviously taking over.
it's cheap, you know what I mean? It's available. They stopped giving out all those pills, bro. You could have the
Hmm.
worst problem with pain and doctors won't give you shit now. They started this epidemic then and then they fucking left the black market open for that shit to come in and kill people, bro.
Damn.
Fucking those fools should be in jail. Those are the biggest fucking, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, they're going. There's a lot of people getting locked up, and they're not. They're throwing. They're putting them down. They're throwing away the key on them. You
Yeah.
know.
Pfizer got the biggest criminal fine in the history of fucking ever.
Right.
Criminals. Who's in jail? Nobody.
Nobody. Yeah, none of them
You
guys are
know what
gonna
I
get
mean?
locked up. Yeah.
But they'll
They're,
lock up the low level dealers and the people like that, bro. But it is what it is, though. You know?
well, in this society, also, I can honestly see why someone would do it because there's not a lot of ways to make money now. I mean, there is a lot of ways, but they might not be. They didn't get handed down the information to make money other ways.
Yeah,
You know.
some people ain't creative like you and other people for plug. Like real talk. Some of this stuff comes easy to some people, bro. And you know what I mean? Like not everyone can create, my boy. Look
No, they
at you. You
can't.
you create, and I'm not trying to gas you up or you know what I mean, but look at the shit you create, dog. I mean, that takes some fucking some cojones. And me being on YouTube, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I still feel fucking corny. I still feel corny, like nobody want to hear this shit. You know what I mean? So
Let's get
that's
to
why it's
that.
hard for me to open up, dog. It's
Yeah.
hard for me to tell this shit.
So the YouTube channel is Mile High Hustle. And when did you make your YouTube?
About 6 months ago, January, February,
Oh,
March,
so man,
April,
you're like this.
April.
And you don't consider yourself. I know you don't really consider yourself in the prison genre, but
I kind of do because I tell prison stories, but it's a hustle channel, man. It's a life channel. It's
yeah,
not all pretty because I show shootings, I show a lot of grimy shit on there, and people get upset and in their feelings, and I'm like, hey, this is real life, man. And my channel 3 months ago, my channel had only 500 subs, dude. Three
right.
months ago,
And you grew crazy.
I've been hitting 1,000 since that 500. I've been hitting 1,000 a week for the last 3 months.
And how many you at right now?
I'm getting ready to hit 14,000. I think by the morning it'll be at 14.
Yeah. So yeah, and you had shorts
It,
that went
it just
viral,
went
and you had.
shorts. That one short went viral. It's at like 3.4.
Phew, and it because listen, a lot of things, a lot of this is the thing too. I'm interested in Denver because Denver, it seems like you guys adapted to West Coast politics, but you also have your own. Like Genghis explains his whole situation. It would probably wouldn't ride on the West Coast.
No, and that's the thing. Like I've heard other channels say Padres is a dropout gang. You know what I mean? And even the brother Sav, bro, and that's cool. I don't get mad about that. That's Sav's truth, and people have the right to their opinion, man. Um, that's a California term. This dude some guy in my chats told me the other day, and I'm cool with a lot of California channels, man. I'm plugged in with a lot EBK, Chicano Tube, a lot of those dudes I'm plugged in with, very good. They're all Fume. These are some Dankin and Drankin. These are some of my homies. So this dude proceeded to tell me you Colorado fools would never make it in California.
Mm.
And I was like, hey, homie, cut the games. I said, 50% of your population is check-ins and PCs, my boy.
Oof.
So much so that half of your prisons are for that, dog. So cut the games, homie. In Colorado, you can't just check in that easy, dog. It don't work like that. And if you do, you're going to fucking administrative segregation. You're going to be locked down 23 hours a day. So the check-ins, they take their chances, homie, because they don't want to be locked in a fucking tomb. You know what I mean? There's check-ins everywhere. There's rats everywhere. Um,
Chomos.
Yeah, everywhere, bro.
Hmm.
Even like I even tell dudes hoods, like your guys' hoods ain't as good as you think, bro. Shit comes out in the end. A lot of people, you know what I mean? Like I have people throw stones at me for like so they like the GKIs. I did a story on the G's, and I did a couple good ones, man. I did one about their, the upcoming of their whole thing, and then I did one about some of them that turned informants and were paid informants, and that ruffled some feathers. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
talk about the rats and LPP, and I said, well, check it out, homie. Drop the paperwork. I'll talk about it, brother. I'm not a two-faced dude. I could talk about anything. Like, a lot of people like will sit there and say, oh, he's not real. I got a man that's doing 32 years in prison. He's 32 years in, going on his 33rd year. He stamps me. I have conversations with him every week. That dude watched me. You know what I mean? How I used to fucking roll in there. And thank God I met him, bro, because that's where the shift was in my life. You know what I mean? And that's why I Padres was never meant to be a gang. It's like these prison organizations, they're not hoods. You know what I mean? Some of them are. They get like the G's. Yeah, that was an original West Side hood. But
Hmm.
like I told Sav, I said not all those fools are from the West Side, homie. So what were those dudes before they went into prison and became G? So if you label us a dropout gang, how do you not label them a dropout gang? But that's a California term, and people are going to say their own thing, and that's fine, bro. I'm okay. I was there, I lived it, homie. You know what I mean? No one could tell me what I went through and what I didn't go through, and you know, it is what it is. They call us Latin Protection Program. That's
Hmm.
that's how they
Oh
break it
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah,
And what I say is, yeah, I protected some fools, man, for reals. They used to always run up on my dick and ask for protection. It
yeah.
used to happen all the time. You know what I mean? I would get little Northsiders run up and be like, the suit are tripping on me, homie. And then I'd go have to talk with the suit, and I'd be like, I would tell them, why you trip on these little dudes, homie? How come when I pulled up in here, nobody asked me where I was from? But you all know where I'm from. To me, that's fake, bro. You know what I mean? You're picking and choosing who you want to politic on. That's cowardness, bro. So, and I used to tell them like that too. And basically, it would come down to where like the dude who had the keys would be like, oh, we'll just let it go. Or oh, he won't come out on top. And I was like, well, what does that mean? I go, you gonna get involved? Yeah. I said, fuck it, I'll get involved. What's up, bro? I said, these little dudes, they don't even have to fight me and you. Let's go over here. Let's go handle this. And they wouldn't fight, dog. I had more dudes turn down fights than even wanted to fight in prison, bro. It was crazy. And I told everybody, I say, you know why, bro? Because as soon as you whip the fuck out of that dude, all his power's gone, homeboy. He's lost it all. Everything that he was built on, it's gone. It's all smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes are smoke and mirrors, man. They ain't really with that business. They ain't willing to go to the end, you know?
Yeah, and scrawny dudes think they can handle a 6'2" dude, and they're getting stomped out.
I mean, even big dudes, bro. Dudes that big cats that I've had problems with, bro.
Yeah,
Um, I'd corner them, catch them by themselves, and be like, "What's up, homie? You had a problem?" There, nah, bro, it's not like that. Hey, homie, all these dudes speak good about you. I would just see a lot of coward come out, bro, and like, damn, homie, you ain't really with it, huh? You're just showing, homie. This is like theatrical for you. So it got
bars.
boring, bro. It was like it's not even. I don't have to prove nothing to any of these fools anymore. Like, dude, I was in there. I thrived. And
Yeah,
what
you're just
scared me
gonna.
is,
Well, the comments are gonna continue to come. I've even got some when we did a video on that Mo dude, that 1090 that Jake did to the dude, the rapper.
yeah,
Yeah, and I got it's on. This is how I put it. Denver's their own world, bro. It's kind of like East West Coast politics mixed together with their own little flavor on it, and you can't really judge them because that's not how they handle it there. They handle it their own way there. You guys are handling it your own way, bro.
yeah. Like
You
they
know.
say about chomos walking the main line. I've never seen no chomos on the main line, and if they were, they got treated very badly, bro. They were exploited. These motherfuckers were fucking giving up all their canteen, getting the fuck beat out of them. Um, in Centennial was the closest I've ever seen to a check-in pod, which is in was it B? Yeah, in B pod. No, I'm sorry, C pod. C1 was a pod full of nothing but check-ins and rats. There was like 16 of them in there. But that's the closest I've seen to that whole thing. You know what I mean? We used to go on a thing called a green sheet patrol. And your green sheet has your earn time and everything in your case, what your charges are. And if someone didn't have the green sheet, homie, they was getting beat up, taken off when I
Oh,
was
so
there
they're
in the
strict on the
90s.
paperwork.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the West Coast right there.
And if you were any good, bro, you wouldn't even, no one would have to ask you. That shit's pinned up where your pictures are. You know what I mean? Your green sheet's pinned up on your board. No one should even have to ask you for that fucking thing. You know what I mean? And you get those dudes like, oh, mine's gets sent home to my wife. Like, fuck you, bud. No, it don't. Yeah. Yeah, we get the tips put on them, bro, and get bad. But my one time there was one that was in Beauty, I remember. And I remember he tried to get in the shower and my cousin threw his towel on the fucking ground and pissed on it. Pissed all over the dude's towel. He was showering and my cousin was sitting there waiting and he just threw a piss on the dude's towel. I was like, you're a fool, but he's like, fuck that cholo. And
Yeah, that's
then we just
God's
tell
work
that
to
dude, you
me.
can't walk in front of my house. You got to walk all the way around the tier. You can't, don't cross my doorstep. You can't walk over here. I was like, damn, homie.
They deserve all that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, they do, bro. Anyone.
And out here, they
That's
living
why I used to
great.
get mad when I serving all that time for dope. I'm like, man, these moles are getting out of here in 4 years, 3 years. Like, what the fuck is going on? I said, you know why? I said, because all these politicians and judges, that's their fucking people that are doing that shit. And look, 2024, that's what we're finding out.
That's facts. That's
Dude, I used to
facts,
say
bro.
that in the 90s, bro. Out of my just talking out the side of my fucking neck.
That's facts, bro. No, you're right. You know, you see it right now, and they live good out here, bro. You know, we don't get to trip them when they're walking. You know, we hardly know. We have an app that maybe show me where they live. They don't even go door to door no more.
Oh no. Yeah, they have an app here. We got like fucking looks like, yeah, we got red spots all over. It's
Fucking
fucking
working at
crazy.
the damn grocery store, bro. We don't even know it.
And I'm raising my grandbabies now, bro. So I'm raising three of my grandkids now. So my
Oh,
kids are all
really?
old. Now I'm raising three grandbabies, dog.
So now you're a grandfather and you're raising them, huh? How many?
Yeah. My daughters, three of them.
Wow, bro, that's amazing.
And they're
That's a
little, man.
job,
They're,
though.
you know,
How old are
yeah,
they?
three, 5, and 7.
Oh, that's like my life right there. But I don't have a three-year-old. Is pretty young, man. I remember them days.
My 7-year-old's crazy. And what gangsters will tell you, man, little Tarzan's crazy, man. I got to be careful because I could see that kid having a hard life, bro. I got to teach him now. He's not scared of shit. He tells me, fuck you, old man. You bald ass old man. And he gets live on me, bro. I'm like, damn, he's a badass little kid. I would film him, dude. I would film him and blow a YouTube channel up, but then everyone would say I'm exploiting him and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, dude. I
Yeah,
know.
he's crazy, bro. If you sat down and you would be like, the hell's that kid 7, dude? He's gamed up, bro. He knows shit he's not supposed to know. I'm like, damn.
Oh
Scared. It
man.
scares me, my boy. It scares me. That's why I said I'm still fighting these demons, bro.
Yeah, 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 man. It seems like you get trapped, bro. I know. My same with my kids, bro. They be getting in the mix. My oldest, he's 10. I got a 10-year-old, and
Nice.
he.
Yeah, I seen that little fishing stuff you did with him. That was dope, bro. I like to go fishing with my grandboys too. Be
Oh yeah,
careful, dog.
man.
Be careful of showing any children on your any of your channels, bro. Because there's a dude. He's in Alaska. He's got like 3 million followers, bro. They disabled his comments, homie. You can't even comment on his channel anymore.
Really
Yeah, because he used
interesting.
to do all these camping trips with his sons, and they do it because YouTube doesn't want people saying stuff in the comments about the kids. So they say they're protecting the kids, and the dude's like, uh, firmly capable of protecting my own kids. I don't need YouTube to protect my kids. But
Yeah,
yeah, just be careful showing any kind of clips,
yeah. I
bro. 'Cause
rarely do it. I try
yeah,
not
no,
to.
I know, and I don't. I've done it once or twice, but after I seen that, I was like, oh, I can't even do anything like that because they'll disable your comments, and then your channel kind of sucks because you can't even interact with your guys.
Right, right. They're trying to. Yeah, yeah. I understand that. I try to, but they'll turn it to YouTube Kids app. That's what they'll do. They'll make it
Right.
like yeah,
So
no comments.
I mean, I do got 14,000 subs, but I haven't done what you guys have done, which is form a relationship with your subs. You know what I mean? And
Oh yeah, no,
that's
yeah.
vital, bro. That's vital. I'm still working. So just the numbers doesn't really, you know what I mean? You got to really develop a relationship and like I said, I've been holding back a little, bro, because I still feel fucking corny. Um, I mean, that's
Yeah,
me being as honest as I can be. I still feel corny.
me
Some of
too.
this stuff takes me some dark places sometimes. So it's definitely a balance act. But the best is yet to come. I was waiting to get um what's it called to really start dropping the ones I have.
No, you definitely got it, bro, dude. I'm telling you, it's your life story. I would try to get some interviews out here, like maybe get on Ian Bick or something like that, just because they need to hear this, man. Because your cousins and your cousin would be a main character in your story too, obviously, and
Yeah,
you know the story of the police raid in the house is crazy and all that, man. You getting out, you know,
yeah.
finally getting out. So
So yeah, and I was programming in prison towards the end, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but still, I was still getting in trouble. I wasn't getting
yeah,
write-ups. I was still fighting with fools. You know what I mean? I got in 4 Mile. I beat up on someone, dude, getting all loped up on me over tried to clown me for a bar weight bar. And he was working behind the counter, and I was like, "Hey, homie, like you have to use your ID to get your weight bars or anything, so you don't go smash somebody with it." And I was finishing my workout. It was almost count time, and I was like, "Hey, homie, let me get that crowbar real quick so I can finish my set." And he was like, "Okay." And I go, "Hey, I don't got my ID. I ain't got time to run up there." I go, "Okay, I'll be right here. I'm just gonna finish up, dog." And he goes, "All right." He grabs it, bro, and he puts it on the counter, and he tells me, "Don't let that shit happen again." And I grab the bar, and sometimes I'm slow. I'm stupid. You know what I mean? I'll walk off. I'm like, "Did
yeah.
that motherfucker get out of line?" I turn back around. I go, "Hey, bro, check this out. Hey, homie." He goes, "What's up?" I go, here's that bar." He goes, "Oh, yeah, you don't need it." I go, "No, you go ahead and stick that up your ass." And
Damn.
he's like, "What'd you say?" And I go, "You heard me." And I went to walk off. And then he had some dude back behind there in the cage, his coworker. Some black dude was like, "You gonna let him talk to you like that?" And he came out. He's a Native American dude, Indio. Comes out. "What's up, homie?" I turn around. I go, "What's up?" He goes, "What'd you say?" I go, "You fucking heard me. What?" And he goes, "Well, what's up?" And I go, "Well, let's go over here and let's go over here in the bathroom." And he goes, "My boss is here." And I looked up in the office and I go, "Well, go suck his dick then." Fucking. And then this fool comes to chow, bro. I got a job at the chow house, so I'm serving. And I'm chilling, I'm serving. And he walks up, bro. And I mind you, in chow hall, the cops line up right here, bro. They'll line up right there and watch people walk through the line. You'll get like four of them. So I'm serving dudes. I look up and he's right there, homie. I'm serving. His tray. And he looks at me. He goes, "What the fuck you looking at, motherfucker?" All loud and shit, dude. And I looked at him and I looked down. I looked at the homie. I go, "He must be talking to you."
Yeah.
Then I started like just
Yeah.
kept serving. We got everyone served up and they broke it down. I was like, I'm in a. I got my hairnet on. I got my apron. I didn't even take none of that shit off. I walked out to his table. I sat down at his table with him and his friends. I go, "What the fuck did you just say, homie? What was you saying?" "Oh," and he went to get loud. I was like, "Shh, shh, shh, don't get loud, dude. Don't make no fucking scenes. Just go to the gym. I'm gonna be there. I'm getting off. I'll be at the gym. I'll see you there." And he showed up. He showed up. He got beat up real quick, and then while I'm beating him up and I have him in the corner and I'm giving him the gorilla fucking, one of them black dudes yells out, the man, it's the cops." And I have him, bro. I have him. He had long hair, so I had his hair. I had him wrapped up, so I had his neck, and I twisted him over, and I had him by his hair to where his head was like literally on my knee, and I was just hitting him in the face. And then he goes, "Hey, the cops are coming. I don't give a fuck about the cops, bro." I, I hit him a couple more times. Finally, I let him go. I kicked him in his ass, and he ran off, and there was no cops. And then I look around. I go, "Where's the cops at? Where's the man?" And then I told those black dudes, "Go get your fucking homie, dude. Go get him. Tell him to come over here. He ain't done." And they were like, "That's not my homie." I was like, "Shit, I can't tell. You're gassing him up. You're over here gassing him up, trying to get him all hype." So he's sitting over there with this little beanie down. You know, when dudes in the joint, when they get beat up, they put their beanie real low so nobody sees their face all knotted up. And I was just like, "Is it over, homie?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's over." It's like, "Don't ever fucking talk shit again, bro. You fucking idiot. Stupid." This morons, bro. Like, damn, I actually feel stupid after I fight, bro. I feel bad. Like, man, did I really have to do that to that dude? But
Yeah, you putting the
people
work
don't
on. Yep.
understand, bro. It's like some dudes just don't understand. Like, that sucks, bro. I'm like, yeah, people don't understand that. you whoop the fuck out of them, or you're the bigger dog. And I don't know. I'm lucky. You know what, brother? My
Hmm.
story is a story of luck. I am lucky. I got out of that place without getting stabbed. I was in 2 prison riots. I didn't get
Hmm.
maimed. I don't know how I didn't get hit with one of those fucking big ass river rocks. I'm lucky. I guess that's all I can say is I'm lucky, dog. That's it.
They were throwing them damn river rocks, boy.
River rocks, bro. Fucking river rocks, dog. One dude got laid out. Some Azteca. I call them Aztecas, but they're Aztecas. That's
Natives. Yeah,
I don't think
that's
old dude told
crazy,
me.
bro. That's crazy. The natives were a gang in that thing, man.
Yeah, bro. It was my cousin. They found my cousin was disrespecting their heritage, bro, and that's why I jumped off. They're serious about their heritage. They're warriors for real, man. No matter what, you know what I mean. Ass whooped, didn't get their ass whooped. I got to give them their money, bro. They're warriors. And the dude
Hmm.
that my cousin fought, and the one I dropped the knee on and fired him up, we all went back out to that fucking sweat lodge, bro. Like, I think they locked it for like 6 months. And they finally let us back out there, bro. And that dude walked out there, and none of the Indian homies were even on the yard anymore, bro. They all got moved. He came out there, bro. Frankie Gallardo. Respects to that kid, bro. He had fucking balls of steel. He went out there with all of us by himself. I was like, damn, this kid's a fucking
Man,
warrior.
holy crap, man.
Yeah,
It's
he
like,
was a fucking he was about it, bro. I was like, I had even if we're adversaries, he was mad at me after I dropped the knee and I fucking hammered him real good. Um, he kind of like tried to approach me in the school, but he wouldn't run up. I was like, you run up if you want, homie. I'll give you more than you bargained for. I tell you right now. He never tried to get off on me. But he had the balls to go out there with me and my cousin were out there and a lot of the fools that were involved in that riot. And what was crazy, bro, is there was a bird dead in the middle of the Inipi. The fucking like the bird just fell out of the sky and fell in that prayers place, bro. I was like, damn. And then the elder Indian there was like, this is bad. We gotta burn this. I was like, fuck, dude. We fucked up your whole church. We spilled blood on your church, man. That would be like fighting at church, bro. Like, damn, we're fucking
damn,
idiots.
man. Dude, man, I'm telling you, bro. Dude, I see a good future for you, bro. YouTube, you're a good talker, bro. I didn't have to say much. Usually, it's like sometimes you got to carry an interview. You just killed it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I appreciate you, Plug, man. Like I said, I'm a fan, dog. I dig what you're doing. I think your YouTube streets, I think it's gonna be big as fuck. I'm glad I got in at the ground level, and I'm honored to be in
Oh,
the.
we gonna do another one. We gotta do another one where it's me and the guys like on a live or something, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I'll come and tap in, man. And
Heck
like I
yeah,
said,
heck
man,
yeah.
I'm honored that I got on the ground floor with guys of the likes, man. Like shit, kudos to all the dudes you're getting, bro. I mean, fuck.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man, and you're on
wow,
that
you guys
lineup
are
now,
really
dude.
about that.
Like,
And you've
and I
got a good
appreciate
core,
you, bro.
dude.
You're blessing me with this, man.
You got a good core, dude. You know people, and you know how to put that. Like I called you a mad scientist. Like
Hmm.
a lot of people don't appreciate DVS, but you know what? It works, bro. It fucking works.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
man.
don't
Hey,
know what.
DVS, he's hated, but at the same time, they still watch him. People still
Hey,
watch him.
that's what legends are made of, dog. It's all good. I'm not saying the kid's legendary. Don't get a big ass head.
He's
Um,
gonna, yeah. Now he's gonna do a whole live on that, saying, "Hey, man, my hustle. He's told
nah,
me I'm the best."
I'm the nah. I just like I said, I clown.
I
I
think
get a
Gangish is good too. I think Gangish and is a good producer as well.
yeah. Yeah, Genghis can do some good stories, man. He's good at that editing. He's good. He's a good talker. Um, he's a little more of a brainiac than me. I'm a more like I'm a Neanderthal, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Genghis used to
Hmm.
tell me like about politics, like basically, having to be able to talk stuff out. And I go, brother, I'm the guy that I shoot first, I ask questions later. I go, I don't have time for the bullshit, homie. I get with it. Like, fuck it. If you're gonna do it, homie. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, your shit's killing it. Shit, it's gonna blow up, dude. I can see it.
Yeah, I see it with you too, definitely, bro. My
You
bad
guys
about
got a
that right
good
there.
court. Salute to that, man. Well, shit. At the end of the year, hopefully we can fucking toast one and fucking bring in a new year, and we're gonna all be better for it, man. I like to see people win, man. I like to see real motherfuckers win, and I don't hate nobody. You know what I mean? I don't really got no enemies on here. This is YouTube. I don't take it that serious. I know I'll get blowback, and that's okay, man. I got thick, I got thick skin, man. I gotta really value. So I'm a sick fucker, bro. I can see like someone can insult me and I'll fucking laugh at it. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah, that's
funny. That's
good.
some
That's
funny shit
good,
right
man.
there. You know what I mean?
Nah, they're
So
gonna nah, dude. I can't see that, man. I think Barry would even say you're a real one, bro.
he taps in every night. Salute to Barry Wood, man. I like everybody, man. I like everybody has something to add to this, man, and that's what I appreciate. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. Definitely,
And we
definitely,
all
bro.
stick to a code. We don't fuck with certain individuals, and kudos to that, man.
And you're
You know,
monetized, right?
I just got to finish my I just got to give them my banking information. That's my AdSense, and I'm
Oh,
done.
okay. Okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
So I've been
Yep.
locking up videos. I got to lock some videos up because they might be too controversial, and then maybe after I get monetized, I'll unlock them.
You got
I
to
locked up
definitely
one
do
video
all
for the
the
G's.
everything you said tonight. You definitely got to do a individual video on, man, because there's a lot of gyms that you see. You know what I'm saying? Like on your own
Oh,
thing, and get it rolling, bro. Get it
I
rolling.
think it's more comfortable talking to you because you're asking the questions, and then I feel, you know what I mean. Other than me just turning on the camera and going, you know what I mean. So it's definitely something you got to grow into, man. And I'm dedicated. Uh, like I said, man, I got a little tap into that, and it's hard for me. Like I said, and I'm just keeping it real. I still feel corny, but I'm hoping to get past that and just start dropping some good content, man.
Yeah, I feel like that too a lot of times, man. The corny stuff, because it's like back in the day, cameras are weird, man.
Yes, yes. Yeah, you said you're not that handsome. I said, come on, plug shit, homie. You flow like a motherfucker, homie. You're comfortable in your own skin. You kind of you own this. You know what I mean, bro? And it's dope. It's dope to see, homie. But I feel you on that. I just
I
being
know
honest
I'm
with
a
you. I feel
stud.
corny. So
I'm a white stud. I know that. I just like say that, you know, I downgrade my side, make people's expectations low, you know.
yeah, it's all good, my boy. I appreciate you though. Like I
Hey, I
said,
appreciate you too, man. And this was a YouTube Streets Mile High Hustle. This was the first interview we did with him. Hopefully, we do many more. And
absolutely.
hey, bro, we're tapped in. Let's go, Denver. Stand up.
Yeah, I appreciate you, plug. Like I said, salute to Florida and everyone doing it big. All you YouTube channels, man, keep pushing, keep grinding, shit. You got to get into some bullshit with people. Then, like I said, do it. It is what it is. Everyone loves it. Everyone loves the
I
shit
love
show,
that attitude, man. That's
including
good stuff.
yours truly. So I'll be tapped in, and man,
Let's
thank you
go,
guys.
man. Let's go, baby. All right, brother. You have a good night, man.
Right
Shout
on,
out to
brother.
the whole chat that's watching this. You know, this is a pre-recorded. Appreciate everybody. AZ Ruction, Ronnie Blue Eyes, YouTube Streets Podcast, DBS, Zebby, Jeter, all everyone that fucks with the channel, bro. Appreciate you guys, man. Mile High Hustle again. Gangish. Salute to Gangish and the whole Denver movement. Let's go. All right, brother. You have a
Yes,
good
sir.
night,
Blue
man.
Eyes got the fucking best accent in the whole fucking game. I'm like, that motherfucker's killing it, dude.
Yeah, he's got to listen. They get put Blue Eyes on a TV show. He's out of here.
Oh shit,
He's out of
he's
here.
yeah. Like I said, I love the dude's accent and his whole stilo, man. So you guys keep
Yeah,
doing your
yeah. I
shit,
like the
keep
way
producing that good shit, man.
he carries himself like a boss to do should, you know?
Yeah, he calls himself the boss. He does carry himself like a boss. Like I said, it's a good name for him.
Facts,
I'm
bro.
rooting for all you guys, man. So salute to all you guys, man. Mile High Hustle and shit. I'm out. Hit me up, plug, if you need
Yeah.
anything behind the scenes, my brother.
Yes, sir. I sure will. All
All
right,
right.
brother.
You have a blessed night. Get back to that beautiful family, homie.